Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey you guys, welcome to Sunshine Haze. I am Aja A. Happy 2019. We're in a completely new year, and that is what this video is about today. So, a little different from my regular videos about the lunations. I just caught a whiff of my deck and it smells so good. As y'all know, I like sage and smudge, Palo Santo, whatever I can smudge. My deck smells really good. But anyways, back on track. We are here in a new year. We are wrapping up 2018, although we're now in 2019. So for a lot of us, I know myself personally, have been feeling this energy of change and not really being able to place it, but not to fret. That is actually just the fact that we are coming into a new calendar year, moving away from the 11-2 universal energy of last year, moving into the 3 energy of 2019. Okay. So this video, I'm going to talk about pretty much numerology, the number 3, in regards to the universal year energy. This energy is going to be this is going to be an energy that's lent to everybody on a worldwide scale. Everyone's going to be feeling it. It's going to be touching all aspects of our lives. So I'll start off first talking about the energy of last year that we moved away from. And if you are interested in checking out the video that I put up, I don't even want to plug this video because it was one of my first videos and I watched it the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, this is, you know what. But if you want to watch it, I'll put it down in the description box. I'll put a link down there for you guys. So last year was a master number year. Shout out to my 11 gang. I'm in an 11 myself. So for those of you guys that aren't too hip to numerology and don't really know, what that means, master numbers are this life path and just in general with this numerology, this number carries a very high spiritual vibration and comes with a collective kind of mission in regards to the collective, I guess I should say. So 11 is the number that is associated with enlightenment and healing. It's also a number of creativity, but it carries the energies of both 2 and the energy of 1 coming up twice. So last year was a wild one, so to speak. For a lot of us, we found ourselves in cycles where there was a lot of change initiated and kind of almost felt a little stagnant, and I want to say the beginning of the change, and that is because of that 11 energy. The energies that were coming up had a lot to do with polarity. So there was this, knowing, the sense of knowing, okay, this is the type of life that I want to live, this is what I feel like my heart is set out to do, these are the types of energies that I want to be around, and then also still resonating in this, area of your life or this chapter of, I'm not in alignment with this anymore, but I feel like I'm still stuck here in the same sense, but I know the change is on the horizon. That energy was coming in very strong. I saw 1 and that 1 coming together because the goal was the 2, which is the number associated with harmony and balance and coming together in duality, actually, not necessarily polarity. So last year was all about us gaining a little bit of insight, well, not a little bit, a lot of it, really enlightenment in regards to what needed to be healed, what needed to be released in order for us to move forward, in order for us to really embark upon these new journeys, take steps towards our next chapters. So last year's energy was not easy. It was not by any means a chill energy. Like I said, a lot of people saw a lot of change coming in. I myself, for one, did. For example, if you're like, okay, I'm here, but I don't know what you mean. So I lived in the DMV for the past 4 years. I ended up moving back home, which is something that I always said, I'm not ever really trying to move back to where I'm from. But, you know, things coming up, energies coming up, popping up that needed to be healed. You know, we grow up and sometimes we move away and we don't really necessarily deal with the things that we need to get over, you know what I'm saying? So just the universe and God working in ways to say, okay, here's your 11 energy. You need to heal these aspects of your life before you can move forward to your next chapter. So that is kind of that is an example of the types of, it's an example of the energy that we were dealing with last year in regards to that 11-2. A lot of highs, a lot of lows, because of that one and one coming together. But again, everything had to do with enlightenment and seeing, you know, on a higher level where we needed to be in the physical and the spiritual and mentally in order to, like I said, take those steps forward towards that change that we want to see. So now that we're coming into a new year, we are going into 2019 with the lessons of the 11-2 year. So really what we're carrying forward is the understanding of who we truly are and what we truly desire. That's really what we were supposed to pull from last year, I believe. Going into this next 3 year, I am excited because it's a lot lighter. It's a very light energy. 3 is a number associated with the energies of joy and happiness and coming together and creativity and the collective and also self-expression and communicating. So this is going to be a year of, you know, last year everybody came to this point where they were starting to, you know, learn. I don't like to say discovering yourself, but like getting reacclimated with ourselves, because I feel like a lot of us have already, we know who we are, we know what we are, you know, we got it, but there are times in life, the 11-2 year, that take us to points to where, you know, we kind of get pulled from, you know, what it is that we are truly aligned with. So now coming into this year, we've got this 3 energy, and I also associate the number 3 with like foundations and putting the pieces of the puzzle. I have been doing videos all day, and for some reason I can't say the word puzzle. I associate the number 3 with foundations and putting all the pieces of the puzzle together and really starting to cultivate, or really, you know, they say reap what you sow, really starting to sow your seeds. So this year is going to have a completely different vibe from last year. The energy is a lot lighter, the energy is a lot more positive. This is also an energy associated with action and getting things done, again, talking about those, bringing those puzzle pieces together and really building upon these foundations that we, you know, discovered that we would like to see grow in the years to come last year, okay? The theme for this year, as I've been doing my research, I have decided that with the number 3, a good way to look at it is community, communication, and creativity. Yeah, I would say that that's my favorite one, right? So let's start with community. This is going to be a year where we see ourselves really feeling an urge to work with other people. You know, I joke about this a lot, especially because I went to Howard, and especially because I am from Denver. People talk about, oh, let's collab, let's do something together all the time, and never see anything happen. Sometimes, let me not shade my city and my school like that. But you know, there's a lot of that. Let's get to it. Let's get to the bag, and then it's like there you are, just still doing anything on your own and everything on your own. So this year, that energy will be coming in, but not with that, you know, just kidding. It'll actually be like, yo, I see you got this going on. Well, I have this going on. I have this idea. So let's put your shit together and my shit together, and let's make something pop in and make something successful and get some bread from it. Very much so your collaboration, very much so your community. We'll definitely find ourselves feeling a lot more concerned with what's going on around us and what's going on with other people. For a really good example, and this goes into the numerology too, is the Surviving R. Kelly documentary or docu-series that just came out on Lifetime. You know, R. Kelly's been doing this shit for years, and we're all guilty. Pop culture, you know, I grew up in an R&B household, R&B and hip hop household. So I grew up on R. Kelly, and I'm also guilty of listening to R. Kelly's music. And you know, I forget the years, but I was either like super little when the stuff with Aaliyah happened, or I wasn't even born yet, but I think I was super little. But you know, we let those things slide. Now, as this thing starts to resurface again, you see a movement behind it, like, oh yeah, no, that's not okay. And you see people are actually concerned for the well-being and the mental state of the victims that, you know, R. Kelly. Whew, that's a whole other video, y'all. We got a lot of changes coming to this channel this year, so I might put one up about that. We'll see. Anyway, so that's a prime example of, you know, that energy of community coming in strong with the new year. Like, we hit off the beginning of the year with that. So people are going to be more concerned about people outside of themselves. A lot less selfish. And not to say that last year was a year of being selfish, but it was definitely a year where we had to go within ourselves and cultivate and work on things within in order to prepare ourselves for coming into 2019. Also, with the 3 energy, we talk about the word communication, and the number 3 comes with this energy of self-expression. So this is also going to be a year in which we are, the theme for last year was very much so learning who we are, learning what we are, learning who we want to be, and being okay with that and understanding that's what it is. We're now coming into 2019 with this 3 energy behind us, to where we're going to be more so inclined to say, okay, we can talk to the world about who we are. Like, again, coming in with this very creative energy, a lot of artistic things and projects will be popping off. People will be expressing themselves in ways that we have never seen them express themselves before, whether it's verbally, whether it's through writing, a lot of writing. I feel like a lot of films and a lot of new TV shows are going to be popping up this year that are very well received, because they're going to be touching on aspects and touching on topics that are very creative or not necessarily what we would consider the norm. Going to be a lot. I feel like there's going to be a lot of, you know, new art exhibits, a lot of, you know, possibly like some sort of art movement or some sort of. It's going to be a very artistic, very creative year, so to speak. Going back to the communication aspect, being able to stand up for who you are and for what you believe in, and just being very firm in it and not really being apologetic for anything that you represent and anything that you are. And I think that's a beautiful energy, especially coming after the 11-2 year, because last year is when we learned our true selves, our true desires, our passions, and what we no longer resonate with and what we're not comfortable with, and what we really want and what we stand for and what we don't. So coming up in this year, a lot of us may be tested to where we have to say, okay, I know I learned this about myself last year, and this is what it is. I'm gonna let you know this. I'm gonna kick some game to you. This is who I am. This is what it is. You know, take it or leave it. That's the kind of energy that I'm gonna be rocking with this year. Oh, this is why I don't carry notes around, because, or this is why I usually have a notebook, because note cards all over the place. We are here. We are here. I said 3 is a year of action. So for everybody, again, last year was a time of discovering the foundations that we want to be building upon, especially with Saturn being in Capricorn, and last year being the first year. We're now in the 2nd year of Saturn being in Capricorn. So naturally, things are going to start moving. Things are going to get going. There's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of growth this year for people. And I feel like what I'm talking about now on this video, if anybody goes back to look at this in December, you're going to be like, wow, I never even saw everything that I did this year coming. So really, really positive, dope ass energy for the year of 2019. 3 is also the number of the Trinity. So, you know, past, present, future, sun, moon, the earth, mind, body, spirit, soul, whatever. So things coming together. This affecting that and that affecting the next. Everything that happens this year will make sense from the beginning to the here and now to what's to come. So this year, and especially because we're still so early on in the, you know, the cycle for the years 1 through 9, 20 to 33, but we don't get those master number years all the time. So we're still early on in the cycle. This is really where we're building the foundation of the next, like, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7. I don't know if there's a master number year coming in, but after. I'll have to check. I should probably know that. But we're really building upon building the foundations and the energies that we want to be working with and resonating with for the next few years to come, more than a few. So this 3 year, I think, is going to come in with a very positive surge of energy to just really give us that boost of confidence, one, and then also give us that reassurance that all is not lost. Hope should still be there. Please restore it. Last year was hard, but you have to, sometimes they said, you have to hit rock bottom in order to climb your way to the top, or you have to go through darkness to see the light, or things always get worse before they get better. That's the kind of year that we dealt with last year. This is the better. This is the light. This is the the top. So continue shedding that energy for 2018. We're still definitely dealing with a little bit of residual, but just know that this 2019 3 year is going to be super popping. Okay. So as I said in a couple of my videos ending the year, I'm going to be changing a couple of things and doing a few things a little bit different. So I wanted to also talk a little bit about the energy for the year in regards to tarot, because that is what a lot of my channel is, based upon. Pretty much I add like 12 free readings every lunar cycle. So this year being the 3 year, we are talking about the Empress in traditional tarot, well, in the major. The Empress is an energy that really resonates with nurturing and healing our passions. Whenever I pull that card in a reading, especially when I'm talking to people about change and transformation, I tell them, this card is coming up because it's time for you to get back to you, and it's time for you to begin to put your energy into the things that really make you happy, really make you feel at ease, really bring you peace. I like to say that make your heart beat. That makes your heart beat. So that's the type of energy that we're going to be dealing with in this 3 year, and it is an energy that comes with building and grounding and really watering your soil. So just know that this year is the beginning of great, beautiful things to come. And with that being said, I did want to do a quick forecast for the year of 2019. I've been doing so many of these, but I wanted to do a collective reading for us. I was going to say for you guys and for us as well. So I'm going to pull an oracle card from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Milk and honey. This is not the card that I'm going to read, but this card coming up, I think, really is a sign of change, a shift in the energy. This is, they say you attract more with flies, with bees, with honey, or something of the sort. But this is just saying that we need to change our perspective and change our approach. And the number 3 resonates with air energy for me for some reason. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I do feel that we're going to really just get a very positive, peaceful, very sweet, milk and honey, very sweet, yes, this is what we need, this is what I wanted type of energy added to everything that we're trying to do and that we do. I don't like to say trying, but we are going to be doing perspective this year. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm going to pull an oracle card just to give us a little bit of insight into the energy for the year, and then I'm going to pull a card from my baby, my wild unknown tarot deck, just for a little bit of clarity, okay? I'm excited. One, I've never done this before on camera. Like, you guys never see my face when I read. Not that you know, like, it's funny because it's like I put videos up of me all the time, but you've never seen them on camera. Okay. I love it. We got Treasure Island collectively for humanity as a whole for this year of 2019. So this year we've got the juice. We've been on a scavenger hunt. This year we have the map. We know where we're going. X marks the spot, and there's gold in that chest. Okay, I didn't think that through. let me pull a little bit of clarification. Where is this treasure island energy coming from for 2019? I'm excited. That's a fire card, y'all. Not as an element fire, as in like hatchet, like yes. I'm still gonna pull a card, but this is the Seven of Pentacles. And just going with the treasure island, this is a card of growth, this is a card of cultivation. This is like I was saying, we've been on the scavenger hunt, we've been building, we've been putting in the energy. We know what it is that we want to progress towards. And this year, this 3 energy, we're really going to be bringing it all together and really being able to get to what it is that we've been desired, what our heart desires, okay? But, see, this is actually why I don't read on camera, because I be dropping cards all the time. But Spirit energy says, so we're all coming into this new change, all those foundations that we wanted to build, you guys, it's new, the positive energy is behind it. It really is time to embark upon those new journeys, okay? All right, please no more cards fall out because I want to hold the book up. Cut it. Yeah. You saw me shuffle on camera. You saw me cut the deck. You saw me drop my whole deck. Spirit is crazy, right? So this year, because of those foundations that we've learned that we wanted to build within ourselves, within our physical things that we learned that we're passionate about, that we want to come to, we really are resonating with this Empress energy this year, okay? Really, really, really pay attention to the things that make you happy. Pay attention to the things that bring you joy, because pouring and putting your energy into those things is really going to bring us to this point of this treasure island energy, okay? This is dope. Treasure Island and the Empress, and we are dealing with the 3 here. And the Treasure Island, just like, I don't know if you guys can see, but it is with the 9 card, very spiritual energy, bringing us, wrapping things up, bringing us into new cycles, ascension, onto the next, onto much better, okay? So, thank you guys for watching. This was fun. I think I might do this for all the videos, maybe. Let me know if you enjoyed the little extra tarot bit at the end, okay? Yeah, check everything out in the description box. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, please, and thank you. Share the video, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.